Hello, everybody. I want you guys to know I really love you. I'm so grateful that you guys love me. It just warms my heart. I sit around reading your comments, and then I have some of your phone numbers, and I phone you, and it just makes me feel so good that you guys love me. I'm just me, and I'm just out here in the wilderness in my house with my husband and one son who's still at home. Do you know that there's 9 kids? My husband has 4 kids, and I have 5 kids. But together, there are 9. And I really love his kids. I love, one of them and I have a really wonderful relationship. It's kind of hard being a stepmom because 3 of them, I'm not really their mom to them. Like when they talk about how many brothers and sisters they have, there's always 9. But you know how that is, being a stepmom? I don't ever call them half children, half brothers and sisters, or step brothers and sisters, or stepchildren. I never ever say that. I always think of them as one family. And one family with 2 moms, their own mom and me. But they don't know me very well, 3 of them. They used to come over until they were 12. 12 is about the age where they stop being so interested in parents. They'd come over for the weekend, and then after 12 they get involved with their friends and stuff, and they stop coming over. So I don't really know 3 of them very much. One of them I know a bit, and then Tish is so wonderful. She's a sweetheart. She calls me, and I call her, and I'm so grateful that I have these kids. I'm grateful that I have everything I have. And I'm so grateful I have you guys. You guys are so nice to me. I was married once before, and it was not a nice situation. Everything about me was wrong. I was too fat, I was too messy, my hair was wrong, everything of my second toe was longer than my first toe, I didn't do the chores in the barn. There was a million things that I did wrong. And then I married Willem, and all of a sudden, I was perfect. Everything about me was wonderful. It was so, what a difference, eh? But I know what it's like to be alone. I know what it's like to be unloved and to be in a place where you're not wanted, even though that's where you belong. So I'm so grateful for Willem. He always says nice things to me. He laughs at my jokes. Did I tell you? One time I said I was really bored, and I don't know what I was doing. I think I was cutting up a deer on our counter. Yeah, I think that sounds like that's what I did. It was a roadkill deer that had appeared while we had been in town, so it was only there for half an hour or something. When I brought it home, and I was cutting it up on the counter, and I said, Willem, come talk to me, and let's talk about something I'm interested in. And he said, oh, well, let's talk about you. It was so true. That was back when I was writing and I was getting published, and I was so excited all the time. And you know what was neat? I would go to, I was a travel writer, so I would go to an airport in some place, somewhere in the world, and I would go in the magazine section. Now this was such a thing. Here you are, 1,000 miles or 2,000 miles away from home. You go into the airport, and I would pull a certain magazine off the shelf. I think it was Outdoor Life magazine, and then there was Better Homes and Gardens. I would pull it off the shelf, and I would flip through it, and there was an article I had written. And I'd say to other people that were standing there, and look, I wrote that article, me. That was fun. Anyway, since I was writing, I was so excited every time I got published somewhere. And then I would talk about it all the time. I'd say, did you know, look at this, isn't this awesome? So all I talked about was myself. Of course, that's all I ever talk about. I think everybody talks about themselves. If you want to be friends with somebody, you have to talk about them. You have to listen to them. And that will endear you to them. Because everybody wants to talk about themselves. Nobody really wants to talk about you. I know, it's sad, isn't it? Except you guys. You guys talk about me because you just watched my shows and you're so overwhelmed with how funny or how endearing or whatever it was. And so you all talk about me. So that's such a cool thing. And so, of course, that's what I talk about now to Willem. Do you know what so-and-so said? Isn't that neat? Anyway, ramble. It's very cold out today. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do it on another video. Okay, see you later. Bye.